I've been coming here off and on to the City Council and talked to several department heads since 2013. I began coming here because of the flooding from Hopkins Park when the City of St. Cloud added sheds and raised bed gardening. Doing the photos?
Grab them.
That is the sheds, that's Hopkins Park. The water is my backyard. Later, they came and created a trench to go back there. By the time that was corrected, my home and property was damaged. Now, my new problem is City Councilman Donnie Schroyer came to our neighborhood, bought the property directly across the street from my home because he was the only one that was able to get the liens forgiven. Built a home on that property, paved the driveway, no culvert underneath the driveway, so the water comes straight over to my property. When I had the drainage from my rear, the council, the city, everybody, I have names, I don't have time to do that, acknowledged the fact that there was no drainage on Bivens Street. So once that house was built, to us, it's like the house on the hill. There's no place for the water to go but down because the house is, and I know it's legal because it's on the new building code, but it's sitting in the middle of an older neighborhood. So it's sitting there and the water has to go somewhere, so we're getting flooded out. So twice. I've been flooded out from the rear and now I'm getting flooded out from the front. Yes, ma'am, thank you. That is the ditch in front of my property when we get torrential rains. I'm gonna add something. 2 weeks ago, City of St. Cloud came to River Road, which is, Bivens Street is off of River Road. So when they clean out the drainage on River, it's going to help that water make it to River Road. But the issue is there is no actual drainage on Bivens. And we've been communicating about that for a very long time. And I keep coming back to council because over the years, when water sits around properties on septics, there's damage. There's damage to the home, there's damage to the septic, there's damage to the drain field. And I have been living with this since 2013, and I have not gotten any satisfaction. It's just a mess. It's like I said, I thank you all for coming and cleaning out the ditches on Bivens Street, which is where those streets are supposed to drain to, but they need an avenue to drain. And it's very hard, and when Mr. Schroyer decided to build that home, before he paved the driveway, I asked him if there was going to be a culvert underneath that driveway. Verbally, he said yes. The next thing I knew, it was paved, no culvert. So that's an additional injury, I guess, to my property because now I'm getting water from the front of the property. I want to make you all aware of this because I really need help. Because having your property flooded every time we get torrential rains, I live in an absolute mess. It impacts the water is very dangerous. It's as dangerous as fire. When it sits around your property, it compromises your foundation, it compromises everything. And I would like to thank, at the end of my speech, I would like to thank Mr. Keith Trace for coming to our meeting and listening to us. And I want to offer appreciation where it's due. Thank you all for cleaning the ditches on River. But we do need help with drainage down there. We really do. Thank you.
City Manager.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. First off, Ms. Odom, thank you for the nice phone call a couple weeks ago. Our Public Works team was out there cleaning up that ditches. In discussion with the Public Works Director and our Superintendent, they're going to be putting in some subsurface drainage along Bibbins in the next couple months, Don? Yeah, we'll do that. So we're going to see how that works. And again, as part of that Hopkins Park master plan, I've given direction. Let's look at the drainage in the area and see how we can fix that problem for a long-term solution.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.